What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay Old Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today's Saturday, December 21st, 2024. Sad news to report today. Rickey Henderson, the baseball player, Rickey Henderson, former Yankee, A's, Red Sox, Toronto Blue Jays, San Diego Padre, New York Mets, LA Dodger, but he's mainly known for the A's and Yankees. Was reported has passed on at 65 years old, and he is. I know he had a daughter because he was just up. He just had his daughter throw him the first pitch of the last homestand in Oakland. Because they're going to be in I think Sacramento, then eventually Las Vegas. But aside from all that, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Pardon me, I'm outside. This is where I got the news at. Because I was trying to confirm it all morning. ESPN had nothing on it, and then Fox Sports confirmed it first that I saw of. Then TMZ. It was just like, damn, my heart's crushed. For several reasons. One, you can make a legitimate argument that with 300 or somewhere around 300 home runs, 1,400 stolen bases, which is the major league record, 3,000 hits, and I think 2,000 runs scored or something like that. You can make a legitimate argument that Rickey Henderson might be the best baseball player ever. MVP in 1990. I mean, it's kind of tough for me to take. I ain't gonna even lie. It's kind of like a family member because, I'm 48. Y'all know that. And guys my age, we played baseball because of Rickey Henderson. This is just before Doc and Daryl, Doc Gooden and Daryl Strawberry. Just before, a little bit more before Barry Bonds and King Griffey Jr. Obviously their dads played. But, yeah, man, you can really make that legitimate argument about Rickey Henderson. And it's, and Rickey going to be Rickey. Rickey was always Rickey. You could, go look up the John Olerud story. Long story short about it, it's been confirmed as being not true, but it just sounds like Rickey. Just Rickey being Rickey. He goes up to the batting cage with the New York Mets, and John Olerud's playing. John Olerud, he's a big old first baseman. He had a brain tumor or something, so he played in the field on defense with a helmet on, not a hat, but a helmet, to protect his head. And allegedly, Rickey walked up to him and said, "Hey, so what's this thing with that? Why do you use the helmet in the field?" And John Olerud supposedly said, "Well, Rickey, I got a brain tumor, blah, blah, blah." And then so Rickey said to him, "Oh, yeah, I played with a guy in Toronto like that." The guy in Toronto was John Olerud. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That story has been confirmed to be not true, but it was just with Rickey's character. You know what I'm saying? Because, he was given a $1 million bonus by the Oakland A's one year. Never cashed a check. So the Oakland A's didn't know that he didn't cash a check till one day they were, did their accounting and realized he hadn't cashed the check. So they called him and told him that he had to cash it. He framed it. He didn't cash it. He framed it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just there's so many stories about Rickey. One story that is true was 1987. It was the only year in the 80s where Rickey didn't win the stolen base title for the American League. Harold Reynolds won it with 65 stolen bases because Rickey was hurt. At the end of the year, Rickey Henderson called Harold Reynolds and goes, 60 stolen bases, 65 stolen bases, man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Harold Reynolds was like, what do you mean? Rickey told him, man, Rickey gonna have 60 at the break. Click, and hung up on him. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, man. That's who Rickey was. And I say all that to say this. you know, you hear a lot of athletes for being cocky and you know, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Pardon me, doing nigga shit on the field. You know, kind of showing off a little bit. Rickey was so good that like nobody cared that he did it. You understand? Like, you know, these Latin American ball players, they doing it now. Be doing kind of shit, you know, they call it Cadillacing and pimping home runs. Rickey was the first to do that. He was the first to do that. You know what I'm saying? Popping his collar. You know, as soon as he make contact with the bat, pop his collar and shit like that. Rickey was the first to do that. Or among the first. And, you know, and he never got called out for it because he was that good. He was that good. Just that first pitch I told you about that he threw in Oakland, his daughter threw to him in Oakland. Rickey, they asked Rickey, like, are you sad about seeing the A's leave? And he said, I can't be sad. I got too much money. You know, that's the kind of dude he was. And, you know, just Rickey being Rickey. He was non-threatening. And it was just, you know, because Rickey wasn't a real big guy. 5'9", 5'10", something like that. You know, from what I understand, he was recruited and signed to play running back for USC in the same class as Charles White. But another guy signed late, and so Rickey said, I'm going to baseball. And that other guy was Marcus Allen, an NFL Hall of Fame running back. So he was that kind of athlete, Rickey was. Born in Chicago. You know, I don't know where he grew up at, but he was born in Chicago, you know, and it's just like, you know, part of my childhood is left, you know. Really, it really has. You know, him, Eric Davis of the Reds, Magic, Dion. You know, Pete Rose already just passed earlier this year. 2024 was a horrible year for athletes. You know, really black people in general, but athletes especially. You know, you got Rickey now, Pete Rose, O.J. Simpson earlier this year. Just a lot of, you know, famous black people and athletes that passed this year. And it was, you know, this year really sucked. It ain't even over yet. We still got a good, 10 days left, 10, 11 days left. So anything can happen. Shit, I might not be able to do another video. God forbid. But yeah, man. So R.I.P. Rickey Henderson, and, you know, condolences to the family. You know, one of my heroes. I feel crushed like the day, you know, Superman died. You know, it came out, you know, that comic. You know, I really feel like that because, like I said, you can make a legitimate argument that Rickey Henderson is the best baseball player ever. All right? So I'm going to hop off here. I ain't going to hold you too long. Go back here and watch the rest of these games. Hopefully a couple of dollars come through out of them. One of them is so far. But I ain't putting no action out there for you anyway, so don't worry about it. But, yeah, man, I just wanted to say that because I don't even do these type of videos. That's how much Rickey Henderson meant to me. Like I said, the black kids, we played because of Rickey Henderson. He was him. He was him way before that anybody was saying that shit. You know, I'm him. Rickey was him. That was Rickey. Trust me. You know, so yeah, this was going to be kind of tough to take today. So I'm going to hop off of here and I'll catch y'all up soon. Until then, everybody be safe. Peace.